The 80s, 90s, there was a lot of adult entertainment downtown, and one of the places that kind of endured, even as the others went by the wayside, including the Art Theater, which I always loved the name of that, there was an adult bookstore on the other side of where Mr. Bilbo's was, and it was always just this curious place because it was like kind of in what was a little hub of activity here, but it was always kind of mysterious, although I do remember leaving Mr. Bilbo's one night with my wife and my brother and a couple of other people, and just remember my brother and I both being grabbed by the shirt collar and pulled back out of the entrance of the adult bookstore by my wife. I think we should go peeking in there at 2 in the morning, so it's open all night. So when I was a columnist at the Beacon Journal, one of my favorite things was when I had nothing. Like I had no idea what I was going to write about, and I had a deadline, and I would just have to come up with something. So there was one December day where it was one of those days. I had a column due, nothing. So I just decided, I grabbed a notebook, and I just decided I would go walking down Main Street and see if I could find something. And I come along the adult bookstore, and I see that it's decorated with like blow-up snowman and Santa, like completely like sort of family-oriented, fun Christmas stuff, reminiscent of the old department store storefront windows, which were not decorated at that time, in a completely unironic way. And like you would think, like blow-up dolls in the window of an adult bookstore, you wouldn't think of Rudolph and a snowman. So I'm like, that's a story. So I went in and I asked the counter guy about it, and he's like, I don't know if I can talk to you. I need to call corporate. And so as he's dialing corporate, I'm thinking, please refuse the interview, because it's a better story if they won't talk about it. And so instead they were like, it was like a complete like sort of corporate. It's like, yes, we want to make downtown Akron more festive. We need to go to a store. So like to me that is like that was also the beginning of the end of that old Akron, because that was, by that time the ballpark was in place. Downtown Akron had really begun its resurgence. I think the bookstore may have lasted another year, and now the peanut shop has moved over there. So this constant evolution of downtown isn't complete, but I think it's so cool to see it 2 decades later, so much transformed, so vibrant. So that's the end of the tour.